still on the Ducati Supersport 2017. 5 years of ownership now. When I originally purchased this, and I did get it on a CPC, I think it's called a CPC, I didn't intend on keeping it past the 3 years, but here I am, and no intentions of selling. I love this bike. Does everything I need it to do. Quick enough for me. I think it's got something like 110 brake horsepower at the back wheel. Not great numbers, but it delivers it in a fun way. So, yeah, really like it. I am looking at getting something that I can convince the wife to get on the back again. She's not keen at the moment, so I will be keeping this. I'll finish the payments on this, which has got another year to run, and then I'm thinking either a RT or a Goldwing. Two completely different bikes to what I'm riding at the moment, but I'm hoping the comfort levels will convince the wife to get back on. We shall see. Looks like a Triumph is it in front with a UMH on the plate. Looks nice. Like the tidy little tail pack as well, that's neat. So today I'm using my Kalimoto navigation system, and I've put a destination of Moto Legends in. I've just brought some new kit from Moto Legends. Excellent place to buy stuff. They do things a little differently than most shops, but I suppose I'm at that age where I quite like that stuff and that type of service. But it was good. I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the YouTube videos, and if you haven't, I'd highly recommend watching them if you're in for new bike gear. They give you a lot of information on different products. They don't sell everything, and they're more into the touring side, I would guess, and adventure rather than sports, but the principle's the same. And at the moment they're very big on the Klim Marrakesh, or should I say climb. I believe it's climb. So I've actually gone for the climb Marrakesh, which is more of a mesh jacket, but it's very strong. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I've gone for that. I have got a little bit of problem. I'm doing what, 70 at the moment, and I'm just feeling a bit of wind, what would you call it, buffeting on the shoulders. I think the shoulders are a little too baggy and the wind's getting in underneath, and some days I can't ride above 70. It creates too much turbulence. So I think this is level 1 armour on here. I'm thinking of upgrading to the level 2 to see whether that will stop it. And the other option I was thinking was actually putting some Velcro in the jacket to the armour. I've only seen one other person complaining of this. Everyone else has given it rave reviews, this jacket. So it could be the type of bike I'm riding is creating this, because obviously, as you know, the screen is quite small, and I have got it up on its higher setting just to alleviate some of it, which probably gives me another 10 miles an hour before it starts. So I might have to look at a touring screen as well. I think they might do a higher screen. This has been one of the strange things about this bike, is I've not done anything to it. No carbon. Just get out of this junction. No carbon, no tail tidy, nothing. And this is the first bike I've not done anything on. I don't know whether it's my age or whether I just didn't feel the need for it. I don't know. But yeah, so I may look at if they do a higher screen. Like I say, I just haven't looked at aftermarket stuff for this bike at all, so I'm not really sure what's out there. So yeah, and the Marrakesh jacket, honestly, you don't know you're wearing a motorcycle jacket. They may be a little bit off-putting because you'd like to feel you're wearing protective clothing, but I think you just got to trust it. It is one of the strongest jackets out there. It does shift a lot of air through it because it's a type of mesh. But what they do is they design a layer system so that it becomes an all-season jacket. It does obviously pump the price up. The jacket's about £400, and they recommend a wind garment underneath, which I believe Climb do a jacket called the Zephyr, which I think is £100. So on a dry day and in the mid-teens, I would guess you would want to wear that underneath. It just stops the wind from coming through in the wind chill. And colder temperatures, you would wear a thermal jacket, and then I think Climb do one, Rucker do one. They are a little bit more expensive. They're almost £300, and you can see the price is starting to pick up now. But those three garments will probably enable you to drive through any dry temperatures. If it rains, they then recommend a waterproof that you put over the jacket, a Scott, which is about £85. I've got one of those. I carry it in my tank bag, and there you have it. You have 4 layers, and if you do a lot of touring where in this country, we'd probably need most of those layers, especially if you ride right the way through the year, which I do. But if I was to go touring abroad into higher climbs, I could take those 4 layers. They all fold down And you could ride this jacket with just a t-shirt underneath when it's really warm, or a base layer, which is probably even better, a cool base layer, and then add the layers as you need them, and you've got the perfect riding jacket. Now, like I say, it's not cheap. You're probably pushing on for £800 on that system.